Good morning, everyone. Yeah. Welcome to the Sanctuary of Love. Yeah, I want to have all these valid excuses on why I missed, but one day I just forgot my phone when I was going to do it, and I went camping and was preoccupied with that. But really, there isn't a valid excuse, and luckily I have friends that hold me accountable for not following through. So thank you to my friends that are watching that remind me that I need to, like Judith, remind me that I need to do these for whatever reason God has me doing them. I was asking, as usual, I'm driving to work, and I was asking God what it is that we need to talk about today. And I think I didn't get a clear answer, but except that I'm really not feeling it this morning. And I didn't get a clear answer. Sorry for the light, guys. I didn't get a clear answer, so at first my brain was going to be like, oh, you're not hearing anything from God. You don't need to do it. And then I'm like, wait a second. I said, no, I need to show up anyways. I need to do this anyways. And because there are days, I remember walking through recovery, and let me park real quick. Definitely not parking there. Okay. Okay. So I was thinking about all the days that I didn't feel God's presence, but yet I still showed up. And what I mean by that is, like, I used to think that God's presence was like a feeling, that feel good, Holy Spirit feeling that you get when you're walking with Him. And I used to get worried that if I didn't feel that I was disconnected from God. And the reality is that I am in constant connection with God, and so are you. And even though we may not feel it, we may not hear His voice, it may feel stagnant inside, we have to keep showing up. We have to keep showing up for what we know is right, doing the next right thing. And sometimes we don't always have this strong feeling of Holy's presence. Sometimes it's just, us turning on the phone and doing what we're supposed to be doing, or us showing up to work, or us showing up to our meeting, or going to celebrate recovery, or going to church. And that's okay. That's okay. Because it's not always going to be this giant feel-good thing. There was a time in the Bible for, I think it was 400 years, that they did not hear from God. The Israelites did not hear from God. Pretty much until Jesus came, I think, if I remember correctly. And they didn't stop. They didn't stop trying to talk to God. They didn't stop doing their thing. And that is what we should do when we're not feeling it. Like, I could use it as an excuse to not show up, to not do the thing, but we need to keep showing up, and we need to keep trying, and we need to keep putting one foot in front of the other, and doing what God has called us to do, what He has asked us to do, to be consistent. Because it's not always about chasing that feeling, of Holy Spirit, that feel-good feeling that we get from Holy Spirit. So I guess the message today is to show up for yourself. Show up for your recovery. Show up for yourself in whatever way that is, even if you're not feeling it. And I think that's huge. I think that's huge because it is so important for us. Because it's kind of like if you're on a workout schedule, you know what I mean? Like you gotta just get up and suit up and show up. and regardless of how you're feeling. Or work. I mean, I don't always want to show up at work. Don't get me wrong, I love my job, but there are days where I'm like, I wish I could sleep more, I wish I could do this. And we can't just because we're not feeling it not show up. I mean, you would lose your job. So the same thing in life, you know, we got to suit up and show up even when we're not feeling it. And if we do that, we keep putting one foot in front of the other, it's going to bring so much progress in our life. So I guess that's the message today. Bye guys, I love you. I will see you tomorrow